Welcome guys, welcome to the channel of TCP/IP. Today we are going to discuss about the very one famous problem, and that problem is named as count to infinity problem. So let's start with the count to infinity problem. But before discussing the count to infinity problem, we have to discuss about where it is occurred and how it is occurred and what is the background of that particular routing protocol algorithm and which algorithm it is going to be happen. So let's start with the first one, that is distance vector routing protocol. So as you know guys, the distance vector routing protocol routing is one of the dynamic routing algorithm of intra-domain category. What we have the intra-domain, inter-domain. Here, this is what the intra-domain routing category. Here, it is most suitable for the packet switch network where there is no any requirement of any what we can say the connections. Randomly, any packets can move from the source to destination. In that place, it is going to be very useful. And in distance vector routing, each router maintains the routing table. As we know, guys, the routing table is what a data structure where the information is going to be stored. Okay, and that on the basis of that information, some decision is going to be taken, and it's shared with its neighbor at the regular interval. It's also going to be shared with the neighbor. Let's say if I have a R1 over here, and let's say if I have a R2 over here, so they mutually share their tables after every regular intervals. It contains one entry of each router in the subnet. They also maintain at every subnet level also, but there are some few parts in that particular routing table, and that part is what it is. The first part. The first part is shows the preferred outgoing line. Let's say if I have this router R1, and let's say this router, there are plenty of interfaces are available. So which is what the outgoing line, which is what the outgoing line is what. So that information need to be kept in a routing table so that the packets can reach to the particular destination, and that usually called as what, let's say, exit interface, outgoing line, and let's say, or else we can say the outgoing port. And second part, it gives an estimate or of the time or distance to the destination. So this is what the cost we can say. Okay, so here this is what the second part we need to maintain in the routing table. And third part we need to maintain in the routing table is what the network ID and the destination subnet, where that particular host is resides, the address of that particular destination that need to be address of that particular destination network supposed to be maintained over here. So these are the three information is very major that need to be maintained over here. Then this information in distance vector routing protocol, a node tells its neighbor about its distance to every other node in the network. This is what we can say the regular practice in the distance vector routing protocol, that they every router share their own information with the other routers. Okay, so they're here. If you go with this particular after background, there is a spelling mistake, guys. We can have this. We can remove that particular this one particular, sorry for that. And we can have the new starting mechanism where if once we discuss about the distance vector routing protocol basic pandas, then on of one of the important issue in distance vector routing protocol is the count to infinity problem. So we can say this count to infinity problem is arise or occurs in particular distance vector routing protocol. Okay, and count to infinity is just another name is what the routing loop, where the routing loop is going to be created, where it is there will be a dandling, there will be no any path available to reach particular destination. How that is going to occur, that will discuss later on. Okay, then the distance vector routing, the routing loop usually occurs when interface goes down. When it is going to be occur, so let's say if there is any interface goes down, any blink is goes down, that time this problem is going to be occurred. And this is what the what we can say the router with down networks, we can maintain the tables with their self, but it is not for the others for the that particular instance. This is what the biggest problem. And it can also occur when two routers sends the packets each other at the same time. Let's say if happen, let's say there is a R1 and there is, let's say, R2. Each time this R2, let's say, sharing this table with the R1, and the same time, let's say, R1 is sending the packet to the R1. And if there is a comparison made and let's say, if somebody's got the fail, the link is going to be fail, and someone telling that I have a link to reach that particular, I have a path to reach to that particular destination. So definitely other will accept that particular information. So this is going to happen at this time. So at the same time it's going to be happen if the interface goes down, that time is going to be happen. So there are plenty of reasons by using that is going to be happen. Then this problem with the distance vector routing is that any decreasing cost is good news. So let's say if I have a cost and decreasing is what, let's say if any link is breakdown or anything is happens something wrong, and that is what it is bad news. But that decreasing cost is what the good news, but the increasing cost is a bad news. Okay, but after discussing these few parameters, guys, let's switch to the exact definition of the count infinity problem and what this is. What, please focus on this particular line. If connection between two nodes is broken, let's say if the connection between two nodes, let's say if I R1 and if I R2, these are the two particular routers, and these routers are connected via some line, and if the connection between these two lines, let's say, get broken, okay, any other should be aware of it immediately. That means what, if this is R1 to R2 path has broken, and let's say if I have a R3, so R3 must notify at instant immediately. But in the distance vector routing protocol, this takes some time because distance vector routing protocols work on the periodical nature. It takes some time, and that lead to unaware of updated information about the nodes. This problem is called as what, the count to infinity problem. Let's say if R1 and R2 links get down broken, and that immediately R2, let's say, changing their databases and changing their routing tables, but immediately R2 never send the message to the R3, or by chance, let's say, R3 have sent something earlier packets, and that time, and by this scenario, R3 never have updated routing table, and this problem is called as what, the count to infinity problem. And this is happened due to only delay in sharing updates between the neighbors. This is what the major reason, guys, the delay. It is what the extra time taken to share the routing table to the neighbors. This is what the count to infinity problem. And here there is a Bellman-Ford algorithm is not never prevent to the particular what we can say, the loops. So this is what the definition of the what we can say, the count to infinity problem. And let's take the scenario how it is going to happen by some notations or by some example. Let's say there is a scenario. Let's say there is a service kind of, let's say there is a service, and in order to get this service, what we have X, what we have A, and what we have B. These are the three nodes, and these nodes are connected via each other's. Let's say there's scenario before this particular anything happen poisonous or anything happen bad. So this scenario is very, very simple. This scenario is very plain, where X is the destination. Let's say A is the node which maintain the this is what the destination to A. The A wants to reach to the X via cost 2. So this is what the cost is maintained over here, and this is the self connected. So there is no any next hop. But A to B, there is a path. The path is having the cost is what, 4, and B is maintaining the his table what, let's say B wants to reach to the X with the cost is what, 6. So this is 4 plus 2 is what, the 6, and via A. So B is saying I can reach to the X via A with the cost of, let's say, C. So this is what the plain scenario where there was everything was good. Everything was good. But let's say what happened in the second case. Let's say X and A links broken. Let's say these links has broken. Then immediately A have updated his table that I want to reach to the X. Let's say X is a destination, but I don't have any cost because infinity. There is a link has broken. So he has maintained his table. Okay, there is a directly connected it was, but now it is not connected. But he never maintained the next hop. But let's say there is a B available, and B is earlier he's having information to reach to the X with the cost 6 initially via A. But A immediately not send the message to the B. It takes some time. Let's say it is taking some delay. It takes somewhat delay. So meanwhile, what happened? B is saying, let's say B is saying to the A, I have a part to reach to the X, and B is sending the routing table that I have a part to reach to the X, and definitely A will accept that table. And what is going to happen? So B is sending X, 6, and A. Okay, so initially cost was 6, and by adding 6 to 4, this will become 10, and saying that what, X can reach to the X via B. Okay. Next time, the next interval, again this scenario is going to happen. X is saying that I have a part to reach to the X. Okay, and he's saying that he's sending this message A to B. Okay, so after B receives updated message from A, so this will be scenario. Then again A will send to the B. A will send to the B, and B, let's say A sending, initially it was 10, and 10 plus 4 is what become 14, and let's say A is saying I have part to reach to the X to the B, and B is accepting. And this is what the two node instability, where this is going to be after happen up to infinite, and they never get the solution, and finally everyone getting that what every table is what the infinite, and they never got the path to reach to that particular destination, and they was initially was wanted. Okay, so this is what the two node instability problem, or we can say the count infinity problem. Let's take the scenario with the three node instability, where initial scenario Let's take the same scenario, X, A, B, and C. Everyone maintaining a table. A is maintaining, let's say I have a part to the X. I want to reach to the X via 2 is what the cost, and it is directly connected. I need not to maintain the next hop. So this is what the next hop. And then B is saying, yes, B is saying I can reach to the X via A with the cost of 4 plus 2 is what the 6. B is also saying, let's say, C is also saying, yes, I can reach to the X via A with the cost of 3 plus 2 is what the 5. So this is what the original case, and this is what the plain case, where there was the steady, stable scenario was there. After A send the route to B and C, but by chance, let's say C is lost. Let's say A is sending to here, and A is sending also here. But what happened? A packet have received by B, but A's packet not received by C because some kind of delay, or let's say some kind of loss of message. Okay, so A is maintaining his infinity that I have broken the path from X to A. He's sending message to B, and B is also updating his table. So he's maintaining the infinity, but C is not get that particular updates in the time. So he's, let's say, is as it keeping as it is information. I'm saying, let's say now C is saying, after C send the route to B, and C is saying now I have a part to reach to the X, and C is accepting that. And what is saying, I have a part to reach to the X via A, and which cost is what the 5. Please take this value, and B is accepting. 5 plus 3 will become 8 because initially B wasn't not having the path, and B is saying, let's say it's okay, it's good news for me that C is saying something to me, and C is saying that I have a path, and the B is accepting. B is accepting. What is going to happen? So B is maintaining his table. Initially it was 5, now it is 8 because this 3 added. And then this scenario, let's say after B send the message to A, now this table is going to be passes to the A and saying that to A, B is saying what, I have a part to reach to the X via C. Can you take this in it? Can you take this value? And this value is what initially 8. 8 plus 4, it will become 12. And this scenario is going to be happen and again and again. And this is what the looping problem, guys. This is what the looping problem, but they never get solution. And this happens. Okay, this happens up to few times. Then what are the solutions to this particular counter infinity problem, guys? So there is a definite, there are solutions, guys. And the first solution for the definite infinity, instead of having that sharing of mechanism between the two neighbors, there's supposed to be a fixed count. How many number of times that updated table is supposed to be exchanged, that number has to be fixed. But so this is what the one solution is what is the define small number of counts so that the system will stable in a fewer updates. And here RIP infinity is what the 16 hop. And the distance vector cannot use larger system, okay, and it cannot exceed more than 15. So here definite infinity is what there's supposed to be a bound of the number, so that let's say if R1 R2 is there, how many times they can exchange. So here they are exchanging up to 16 hop, 0 to 15, 16 hop. There is no value as such. If let's say they got one, let's say in the first iteration, second iteration, or third iteration, if they got cross check, let's say if there is no any value to exchange our tables, so why should we don't stop this scenario? So they're supposed to be bound. That is what one supposed to be a number there, 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. That's supposed to be shared. After that, it's supposed to be stopped. So this is what the first solution. Second solution I can send directly, and for fifth one I can say this is what the trigger update, guys. And what is trigger update? Trigger update is nothing but what the incremental update. So instead of sending the packets after every 30 seconds, send the trigger updates or increment updates immediately, so that this problem can be solved. Okay, but here in the RIP protocol or distance vector routing protocol is always take a 30-second minimum. Okay, this is what the timer is fixed. Then there is a solution, major solution, that is what the split horizon solution. Split horizon solution would say. And what happened over here? It is the strategy in here, instead of flooding the table through each interface, each node send only part of its table through the each interface. So instead of sending the entire table, guys, only send a few updated information and whatever the requirement and what has happened right now, that information to be sent. When, let's take example, when router A send updated to the router B about any failure of network, then B does not send any update for the same. So this is supposed to be maintained. It means what? If router A send message to B, let's say this is A and this is B, If A is sending update message to B about any network failure, then router B does not send any updates to the same update for the same. Okay, so here if A is sending to B and B knows that there is something happened wrong, okay, so that information not need to be sent to the others. Okay, so this is what the solution, so that the system will be stable, and that solution is what the split horizon solution, guys. And how it is going to happen? Let's say if I have a path initially X and B, so let's say X and A got failed. A have maintained his stable to infinity, but B don't know. And what happened? If the B have the path, let's say initially B is saying that I have a path. Let's say here is one, here is one. So there is a 2 is a cost. Okay, and B is saying to reach to the X, I have a path via A. But here in the split horizons, guys, this A, that is next hop, need not to be sent. This need not to be sent. Okay, so that the A can know that there is no path from the B to reach to the X, and he will maintain again the infinity. Again, he will share with the B, and he can also maintain with the what infinity, so that that situation going to be stopped. And this is what the split horizon, where instead of sending all the packets, whatever the changes are happened, that only need to be sent over here. Okay, so this is what the example, guys. And there is a third solution, next solution, split horizon and the Poisson reverse. So this is Poisson is what the bad news. What is Poisson? The breaking of links is what the Poisson and bad news. Normally, in distance vector routing protocol, use timer. If there is no new news about, there is no new about the route, a router deletes the route from the tables. This is combined activity, and it can replace the distance vector route with the infinite warning. The warning can be given in this particular scenario. But more about this, here any bad news, let the bad news what? The breaking of links. So don't send that information to the others and wait for some time. So if anything happens wrong, if anything happens break, if anything, any route break, any link has break, so don't send this information to others. Okay, and wait for some time. And this is what the split horizon and the Poisson reverse. If any bad news happens, so don't send this information to others. Let it is recover itself. Let it a few times, and then only send it, right. Okay, and there is a last solution, guys, and that solution is what the hold down timer. And this solution is what the hold down timer. What is going to happen in hold down timer? Don't accept information about the failure of links till some time called as a hold down time. Let's say if we have, let's say we have some second to that particular hold down time. So till now, don't accept any information of the failure from the other neighbor, so that they can not update their tables. Okay, if they not update their tables, it means what? Earlierly, whatever the information was, that information can be kept with their self, guys. And these are what the 5 solutions are available: Definer Infinity, Split Horizon, and the Poisson reverse, and the hold down timer, and the trigger updates. And about this hold down timer, what we have the separate video, that is what the RIP protocol. In that RIP protocol, we have mentioned that there are timers are available about the RIP protocol. So please do watch that also. I hope, guys, the count to infinity problems is okay with you, and what are the solutions are available. So these are the solutions I have shown to you in front of you. Thank you so much.